Okay guys, well I got a little bit of a mess here on my table, but that's okay. I did want to share with you a couple of commercial things that you might use which are not necessarily intended as a fire tender, but are used as camp fuel. If you carry something like an Esbit stove, or you use a military trioxane to cook your meals with, of course those types of fuels can easily be used to make a fire. So that's a compressed fuel that you have already, and it can double as a fire tender. These things burn real hot. They burn for an extended period and would work great to get your kindling started, and also to get some of your bigger fuel for your fire started as well. Esbit's one option. Military hexamine tablets are a similar type product. Those are available for real cheap at most surplus stores. Camping outdoor stores should have some equivalent to this. And as I mentioned in the 101 Fire Starting 101 video, there is always the military trioxane tablets as well, which are, you can find these pretty much anywhere. So those, keep in mind, those compressed stove fuels that you guys carry in your pack to cook your food with can also double as an emergency fire tender. Other things that you might want to carry in your pack as well are, like this Spanish moss. I mentioned in the other video, like this birch bark, white birch bark, all of these things, the little kindling splinters, things like that, you can keep a little bit of it in your kit, and in emergency or in wet conditions, if you can't find this type of thing, that way you have a little bit of that with you. Did want to give you another demonstration here. This is something really neat which I saw, and I really wish I knew who it was that posted this video. I came across it and I haven't seen it again, so I don't know who to give the credit to, but this is actually a method using a 9-volt battery. How many of you guys carry some type of electronic accessory in your pack? Maybe walkie-talkie, radio, that type of thing. Maybe you already have a 9-volt battery in your pack, or maybe you carry this in your vehicle in an emergency situation. This can be used to ignite a fire. Now I do need one other accessory with it, a small amount of light gauge steel wool. I think this is like a 00 gauge steel wool. Doesn't take much, just a little bit of it here. And between the battery and the steel wool, you can ignite a fire. Once you get the spark going, you're going to need a small amount of tinder. Like in this case, I'm going to use a cotton ball. But here's how it works. Basically, I've just spread out this wool like this. And I'm going to place my cotton ball on that, and all I have to do is touch the 9-volt battery to it, give it a little bit of blow, and look at there. Now I just throw on some of the Spanish moss, and I've got a really nice blaze. With the kindling, such as this bark or whatever, this stuff burns just as well. I can get a fire going real fast in a self-reliant situation. So just keep those ideas in mind, guys, and prepare your fire kit well. Again, one of the most important things is to practice. Practice with all the things that you carry in your fire kit. You never know. This fire starting skill could save your life, or the life of your family or someone you care about at some point. So just wanted to add a few more things to that original video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it's helpful. Maybe refresh some things you might have forgot. Maybe taught you something you didn't know. And if you knew all this, then feel free to add comments and share with me, because I'm still a student of this as well. I'm still trying to learn new things. Hope you guys are doing well. God bless you. Take care. One other detail that I probably should mention is, if you guys do choose to carry the 9-volt battery and the steel wool as a fire starting method, make sure you keep the battery in such a way, or store it in such a way, that it cannot come in contact with the steel wool in your backpack. Especially if you pack your kit up like I showed you, with a waterproof bag or some way to keep everything compact together. Make sure you store this extra safe, so that these two don't come in contact. That could create a disaster if that happened in your backpack. So just keep that tip in mind. Always store, I put this in a peel bag and I put that in a peel bag, and to be honest with you, I would recommend to store those two things in separate locations. Just a note to add on that one. One note is, guys, when you make your waterproof matches, or if you don't carry actual waterproof matches, you just carry standard matches, one of the cheapest and most effective ways you can carry this is in a 35mm film case. These are watertight, they're lightweight, and you can carry your matches in there. You can carry your striker in there so that it stays dry. These are actually commercially bought waterproof matches. They're made by Coghlan's. If you don't want to go through the trouble of making your own, you can buy in camping stores or outdoor equipment stores. You can buy waterproof matches already made. But just another idea, medicine bottle works great, and they do make specialty bottles for the same purpose, little waterproof match bottles. I always preferred the 35mm film case. It's a cheap option available to you. Also, guys, just in the interest of being safe and recommending to you guys to practice your fire starting skills in a safe manner, whenever you practice these type of things in the outdoors, make sure that you have a fire extinguisher on hand or some method that you can extinguish just in case there should be an accident. I know you guys are all careful, and I always try to be careful as well, but it doesn't hurt to be over-prepared. I guess that's the nature of our hobby here. It's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared, so when you're practicing your fire starting skills, always keep a fire extinguisher around. Better safe than sorry.